and today we are going to be talking about how to store your bike and also how to pretty much keep it clean and maintain it and how to take care of it properly. Now, I'm not going to say I'm 100% on all of these things that I'm going to be saying, but these will help you and maybe even prevent you from spending some money in the future. So let's just get into it. Okay, so here we got my GT Aggressor Pro. And as you can tell, it's dirty. I kind of wiped it off a little bit just to get it a little bit better. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it and talk about how to store your bike. Sorry about the super view. Now it should look a lot better. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is where to store your bike. Now, these bikes are more of just mess around bikes. This bike is more expensive, and I did not get this for free. So, I take pretty decent care of this bike as much as I can. With it being winter right now, it's a lot harder to take care of your bike, but if you do it right, there's less things that you have to worry about. So let's get into that. Now, this is one thing that I've been doing lately that seems to be helping a little bit, not a lot. I haven't done it on all my other bikes, which is putting the chain ring or the chain all the way down to the lowest gears so that the cable doesn't stretch as much. Because when the cable stretches, you're going to have to get a new one within maybe a year. And, it's saving money that you want to do with these bikes. So what I do is I leave it on the smallest chain ring. And I keep my tire pressure fairly the same, especially outside. My tire pressure is all filled up on all of these, and I make sure to check them once in a while, just because if they go down and you keep blowing them back up, then that's not good for the tires. Eventually they will start splitting here. Now, I'm not 100% on that, but from experience, there has been some cases where it has done it, especially in older tires. If you have an older bike, you're going to definitely want to keep an eye on your tire pressure, especially if it's outside. If it's inside, you don't really have to worry about it too much, and this bike is inside all the time, so I don't have to worry about it too much, but I do try to keep them up as much as I can because I just don't need to buy new tires. So, yeah, let's get into the next thing. Okay, now let's talk about suspension. Now, I've never really had a problem with it except for maybe with the... Oh, I think I put it away. But I have a Specialized and the fork cracked all the way around. Now, that could have been from the oil freezing, or it could have been just... It was already cracked a little bit and it cracked the rest of the way. But either way, you never know, and if you have a very expensive bike with suspension on it, any type of suspension, and it has oil in it, you might want to bring it inside if you can. If not, just check it before you ride, and, well, yeah, just check it before you ride because you never know. With the brakes, I don't really do anything for the brakes. I probably should loosen the cables once in a while, but that's a lot to do. If you want to, you definitely can. That will save on your cables too. That's if you don't have hydraulics. I do not, so. But yeah, with the forks and if you have rear suspension, just keep an eye on it because you never know. I haven't had a problem with it, and I've looked up a few other people and they haven't had a problem with it, but these forks actually froze up a little bit one day when I went to the bank, and I couldn't even move them at all. So, you never want to be too careful. Let's get into how to clean it. I'm not 100% on how to clean it, but I could tell you some of the basics. Now, what you want to never do is wipe your bike with dirt on it. That's going to scratch the paint. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but if you didn't know, it will scratch the paint. Now, I have a lot of dirt on here. I like to get it from out of my components, and that's pretty much what I try to keep clean. If my frame gets dirty, that's okay. But like my pedals, before I ride, every time I go to Chicopee or pretty much anywhere, I like to clean out these little spots so that I can get more traction, especially with my type of shoes. Mine are basketball shoes, so it's not ideal. And yeah, I try to keep all the components clean. If I see anything here, I'll try to wipe it a little bit or get a cloth and wipe that off. Basically, just the important parts, not the frame, because if you get the frame, it's going to scratch it, like I said. But your pedals, you can do your pedals. You can do in between here, because all you need is chain lube and you could just scrape it out. But I've never really had a problem with it getting in here. Your tires obviously are going to stay pretty clean as long as you're riding and you don't stay in the dirt all the time. If you just go on the road for a little bit, that will get all the dirt off. Okay, we're going to go back to the tires real quick. Now, when I said they would crack, that's because of the sun. And if you're riding a lot and you keep blowing them up and they keep deflating on their own, that's just going to wear them out more. So make sure to check it before you ride. And if you don't ride a lot, I would check them maybe every few weeks or every month. And if you can't do it every month, I mean, just do it as much as you can, because you do not want these to go all the way to the ground. That's how the older tires that I've seen with this bike, they've cracked because they were getting old and they stayed outside and they also stayed flat, and that does not help the case. So no pun intended, no casing. But yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this part and how to clean your bike. It's not a lot. I don't know a whole bunch, but just don't use any type of cloth on your frame if it's dirty, especially if it's cold outside, because that could injure it too. Now, say it is summer and you're able to clean your bike, what I would suggest is to do a drop test before you do any type of cleaning. As soon as you're done with your ride, you can even do it after your ride and drop test it, see if anything's loose or moving or pretty much anything. You want to check on that before you clean it, or you could clean it twice if you wanted to, but just a little tip, drop test it. If it's doing more noise than usual, you might want to check it out, tune it up. Yeah, I hope that helps. Okay, guys, I think we're going to go head to Forest Park. We're going to go ride there, and I did want to say, if you've noticed the windscreen on my GoPro being worse, it's because it's bad. I just got some. I'm waiting for them to come in, and as soon as they come in, I'm going to be using them. So hopefully that helps with that. And yeah, let's stop talking, because I'm not the best at talking and it's not fun. So let's just get into the riding part of it, because that's fun. Okay, so I got this angle. I hope it works a little bit better than the last video. I did want to say, I wanted to let you all know that I do cold exposure, so I take cold showers in the morning, and that's why you see me pretty much skin all over the place, because I'm pretty much fine with the cold, except for my hands. My hands get pretty cold, and that's why I layer up. But for the most part, I stay pretty warm. Yeah, let's go to Forest Park and shred. Okay, so here's the problem. We're at Forest Park. Come to the first trail, and it's not unthawed already, or it's completely rock hard. It is unthawing, but there are spots that are unthawed but are slippery, especially with the snow. So we're gonna try it, but no guarantee I'm not gonna crash. But you guys like that anyway, so. Okay, I guess we're doing this. Drop in. I'm gonna take it super easy. We're just having fun today. No need to send her too hard. Oh, these roots are wet. Whoa. Okay. Okay. I'm not risking that right now. Wow. Yeah, I'm not risking that right now. That tree's still there. Surprised I haven't taken it out yet. Well, we're gonna go over here, see if we can find stuff that isn't too bad over here. Okay, I put my seat up a little bit so that I can climb, because this trail is partly with hills, so. And down hills, because if you go up, you gotta go down. But it's also filled with snow too, a little bit. Whoa. Haven't been working out too much. Been working a little bit here and there, doing odd jobs. So I'm a little out of shape. Oh wow. Okay, we're done this way then. Whew. Yeah! That was fun. Oh, I don't want to slip on this again. Okay, on to the next trail. Okay, so I decided to jib around a little bit just because it's just a little too wet out. Okay. You. Okay, out here with one of my buddies. Me and him talk once in a while. So yeah. You filming? Okay. Woo! Oh! Okay, everyone, I think that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to check out the community page and the Instagram. I can't talk and ride at the same time. That's pretty hard. But yeah, go check those out, and I'll see you all in the next one. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out, stay safe, and keep on riding.